Now let's review the final menu, which enables users to configure connected accounts. Navigate to 7, Setup, then select 4, Document Running Number. This screen consolidates all menu names in the program and has two key functions. The first function is related to bookkeeping. To clarify, let's use an example involving a credit sale document. In the program, credit sales are categorized under type IV. Scroll through the list, which is organized alphabetically until you locate type IV. Once found, right-click on it and choose Edit Data. A detailed document screen will appear. The document name reflects the corresponding menu name. Bookkeeping setup begins on the second line, Post in Journal, where users specify which daybook the program will use to record the account. By default, this is set to the sales daybook. Additionally, users can assign a department to handle credit sale documents that fall under type IV by clicking the magnifying glass icon to select the appropriate department. If users prefer not to assign a department and wish to be prompted each time the document is accessed, the field can be left blank. The third line in the setup provides a description for the daybook, which will be displayed in the daybook itself, the tax report, and the categorized report. By default, the program is configured to display credit sales and customer's name. This means that whenever users open a credit sales bill and view the daybook, the description will include credit sales along with the name of the company or customer that users have selected. The blue box below represents the accounting basics. Since this is a credit sale, the debtor's balance will increase. The program has already set up a debit entry for debtors, but users can assign a specific account to this section by clicking the magnifying glass and selecting an account number. If left blank, the program will automatically assign an account based on the customer's details. Another debit entry is for advance deposit received. If users have recorded an advance deposit in the system when opening a sales bill, the program will automatically clear the advance deposit. The accounting number for this will be taken from the advance deposit receipt entered initially by users. For credit sales, the program references the accounting number from the previously established system setup. This can be found in 7 Setup, under 5 Link GL Setup, and 2 GL Link Account. The program allows users to assign an account number for the income side. For credit sales, it will automatically select the appropriate line to account for both the sales and VAT. The two lines below inform users that for perpetual method, program will increase or decrease stock buy. However, if users selected the periodic inventory method during the initial setup, the program will not generate these accounts. Finally, the section at the bottom is for setting conditions, such as price type, VAT rate, and certification for various documents. These settings apply only to specific menus chosen by users. In this example, we will not save any changes, so users should click Cancel. This completes the first function of bookkeeping determination for each menu. The second function of this menu is for applications. As mentioned earlier, this screen is a collection of all the menus used within the program, meaning users can add different submenus. For instance, in the credit sales menu, typically, credit sales in the program are categorized under IV. However, for businesses that separate domestic and international sales, users may want to distinguish between the two. IV can be used for domestic sales, while international sales can be assigned a different document type. Users can add a submenu to achieve this. To do so, users should first click on the menu they wish to add a submenu to. In this case, select Credit Sales, and then click on the Add Data command. This will open the document details screen. The document name is the label that will appear when users choose to work with or view this menu. In this scenario, users might name it something like Credit Sales International. For those using the English version of the program, the name should be updated in the English field as well. Press Enter to move to the running number box. The running number box allows users to define the prefix for the document. This symbol can be no longer than 2 characters and can include English letters, numbers, or Thai characters. In this example, the symbol IX is used for the international credit sales. After pressing Enter, the program will move to the automatic running number box. This box generates a sequential number for each document, which is limited to a maximum of 7 digits. The first 6 digits will be zeros, and the last digit will be increment, starting at 1. Some users prefer to reset the document number to start at 1 each year. This can be configured by entering a character for the current year. However, this setup must be manually updated at the start of each new year. Similarly, users can reset the document number monthly, but this requires manual updates at the beginning of each month. Unfortunately, the program does not automate these resets. If users prefer to enter document numbers manually without relying on the automatic running number function, they can input up to 10 characters, such as the day, month, and year for each document. Next, we move on to account setup. If users want to assign this account to the sales journal, as in the previous example, that can be done. Alternatively, if users prefer to use a different daybook, they can click the magnifying glass to select another option. The description can also be customized according to users' preferences. For the bookkeeping format, no changes will be made. The program will continue to reference the existing data links. Since this menu pertains to Credit Sales International, the price type will not include VAT. Therefore, the price type is set to 0, and the VAT rate is set to 0% as well. Once all configurations are complete, click OK to save the information. After users have saved the information, they will notice that under the Type IV category, there are now 2 entries: the original IV for regular credit sales and the new IV for foreign credit sales. Once users have finished adding the menu, they should click the X in the top right corner to close the screen. After users finish adding the menu, many encounter the issue of not seeing the newly added menu in the working menu on the screen. This happens because users tend to check the new menu immediately. In reality, users must first refresh the menu for the program to display the changes. To refresh the menu, users should go to 8, Others. Then select 8, Change Company. Choose the same company they are working on, and then click OK. Next, go back to 2 Sales and select 4 Credit Sales, where the newly added submenus will now be visible. To verify that the functions are set up correctly, click on 2 Credit Sales International. If users want to check the setup, click on Add Data. Users will notice that the invoice number includes the symbol IX as configured, and the price type and tax rate are both set to 0 as intended. This demonstrates how the setup functions are as expected. This approach applies to other menus in the program, such as Purchase, Sales, Finance, and Stock, where submenus can be added in the same way. In this case, users will not save any information. Click Cancel, then close the screen by clicking the X. To add a daybook, users will not utilize the previous menu under 7, Setup, and 4, Document Running Number for submenu creation. Instead, users can utilize the program's pre-configured options. Begin by navigating to 5, Account, and then selecting 8, Journal Book Setup. Here, users will find that the program already contains 5 daybooks. To create a new daybook, users should click on the Add Data command and insert the new entry following the existing ones. Given that the last code ends with 04, the next available code will be 05. In this instance, users will create a daybook for the Sales Journal International. For those using the English version of the program, it is essential to fill in all fields. The daybook code must be unique and cannot duplicate the code used for the Sales Credit International entry, as the program prohibits the use of identical codes. Consequently, users will enter the code VX, then press Enter. Press Enter again to proceed to the Withhold Type box, where users will continue with the required entry. An extended information box will appear. Since no additional information will be saved, users should click OK. At this point, the new daybook has been successfully created. If users wish to add another daybook, they can repeat these steps. However, for this example, only one new daybook will be added. Once finished, click Cancel. Then close the screen by clicking the X in the corner. If users immediately navigate to 5 account and 1 journal entries, the new daybook will not yet appear. Users must first refresh the program by going to 8 Others, selecting 8 Change Company, choosing the same company they were working on, and pressing OK. After refreshing, users can return to 5 account and 1 journal entries to view the newly created daybook. This process demonstrates how users can effectively utilize the program's features to create a new submenus and daybooks.